New heavier sizes in the Zappu Bredy hook. Lucky Craft expands their live color selection into the Pointer 78. And back from Japan, the BFS amazing reel, the Daiwa Steez Air returns. This is what's new this week at the Hookup Tackle. Welcome to the Hookup Tackle. The Hookup Tackle is the world's largest showcase of Megabass products, featuring baits and colors not found at any other dealer. The Hookup also offers a wide display of OSP, Evergreen, Deps, Lucky Craft, Jackal, and many more. The Hookup Tackle is owned and operated by family, is staffed by guides and verified tackle nerds who love helping anglers elevate their craft. If you're in the Phoenix area, we'd love to have you stop by our showroom and check out the wonderful world of Megabass and the Hookup for yourself. If you shop online, there are almost 10,000 SKUs of Megabass products alone, with hundreds of other companies and new products being added daily. So next time you're looking for that hard to find bait, that color your fish have never seen before, or maybe you just want to elevate your game, look at thehookuptackle.com. Welcome back, my friends. I am Ben with the Hookup Tackle, aka the Tackle Otaku, being joined by my buddy Jeffrey the King. We are the Hookup Tackle USA. This is what's new this week at the Hookup Tackle, where we highlight new product drops as well as important restocks so you guys can stay on top of the game. Happy Sunday, Jeff.
Good to see you again.
You sound tired.
Yeah, from Jack and the fish that we caught yesterday.
Oh, dude, we trashed them, didn't we?
We caught like 4 fish.
Yeah. Cheers to everyone. It's this kind of morning for me, Jeff.
There's no way that tastes good. Coffee and Orion.
It's a yin and yang.
Maybe
gotta wake up, and I gotta enjoy myself at the same time. So
why don't you contact Orion and tell him to make a coffee beer?
Well, that would be unnecessary because I
So
could
you
just
can
create
just-
my own.
Why not just have a custom Orion one?
Look, dude,
Okay.
it would be like putting all the lures into one lure. Wouldn't make any sense. You want to enjoy the 110 and you want to enjoy the gunfish, right? You don't want a 110 gunfish. All right, so
This is
yin and
just
yang.
2 things. In bass fishing, there's millions of different things. There's no way.
Cheers, my friends. Happy Sunday. Jeff, don't knock it. You want to try it?
No.
This is the deal, dude.
Absolutely not.
You're missing out, guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Have you had a good week?
Best week of my life, dude.
That's what I like to hear. I hope you guys are doing good. A couple quick notes, housekeeping notes, just so you guys can kind of stay on top of how everything is going in the industry. Over the next few weeks, you're going to see some of the product drops are going to be minimal and some are going to be big. So some of these episodes are going to go by quickly. And it's basically just going to be watching Ben drink beer and coffee. And then other episodes are going to be long. It's all based on how things are coming through shipping and customs. Everything is bottlenecked in a cluster. And so while we're talking about bottlenecked, if you guys are needing stuff quickly, we are running 100% on time on shipping, but none of the carriers are running 100% on time, it seems like. So expect delays, even if you order overnight, 2-day, 3-day. Most of the packages are making it through. Some are getting bottlenecked in some of the DCs. So it's just going to be that kind of holiday season, I have a feeling, and it hasn't even started yet. So we'll do the best we can to keep you guys informed. I just want you guys to know when you see a product, I would definitely grab it if it's something that speaks to you. And, you know, let us know if you have any questions on stuff. All right, so let's dive in. Let's start right here. Since we started out and talk about some Zappu stuff. So, Zappu Bredy hooks. This is one of the coolest little bladed hooks on the market. We've talked about it quite a few times. What's dope about this drop is they have expanded this now into 2 new sizes, a 3.5 gram and a 5 gram. So, the Bredy hook, if you're not familiar with it, is basically, you know, an underspin style hook, but it's available in really small sizes, right? So traditionally you have things like the Owner Flashy Swimmer and that kind of stuff that are in, you know, traditional sizes, 3/0, 4/0, 5/0. Well, the Bredy is available in size 2 and size 3, right? So you can see how small this hook is. And the importance of that is now we finally have the ability to throw this style hook on baits that we use all the time, but just have never fished like this. So things like you know, a 3-inch Hazedong shad, a 2.8 Kitech, right? All these really small little baits can now go on this hook. And this is nice to have in these heavier sizes, because now this means that we can fish them down a little bit deeper. We can throw them on a little heavier gear. You can see, like, I know all of you guys own or should own the Megabass Hazedong shad, right? For a drop shot or a little ball head, Ned rig. But now we can easily rig this thing up on this guy. So you can see with these hooks now you've got the perfect ability to rig and fish weedless as you go through. So really, really dope, you know, hooks that they have in size 2 and size 3. They are available in a willow and a Colorado, so you can mix and match the blades however you want, and there's plenty of gap, plenty of bite in there to hook them. So take a look at that. That's a size 3. I would personally probably do the size 3 on something like the 2.8 Kitech or even smaller, and I would probably go with the size 2 for something like the Hazedong, or something in more of a true 3-inch, 3.3 inch, something like that. So 3.3 Kitech or 3-inch Hazedong, I think I would do on the size 2, and I'll show you guys the difference. So there you go on the size 2. So it's going to give you a little bit extra gap, a little extra bite there on the 2 versus the 3. Again, 3 is probably, I'd probably save that. What am I even saying? Too much coffee or too much Orion? I've had a few sips of both. Let me just start that whole thing over, Jeff. See, this is going to be a record one. Size 3, I'd go small, 2.8 size stuff and 2.5 inch stuff. Size 2, I'd roll with the 3-inch and 3.3 inch stuff. So there you go. Great way to present the bait now. The new Zappu Bredy hook, size 3.5 and 5 gram. All right, while we're talking about Zappu, big restock in all the Zappu stuff that you guys love. So I know a lot of you guys have been using their weights on free rig. All the pin free shots return. We also see a return in all the sizes of bellow hooks. I didn't need that size. Nobody cares about size 1. So all the key sizes in Zappu bellows hooks are back as well. And all of the sizes of pile drivers are back. And this is important because the pile driver comes in a lot of the odd sizes that Owner doesn't make. So, you know, Owner goes like 1/0, 3/0, 5/0. So they have a critical size in this, which is the 4/0. And the 4/0 is dope because it pairs great with some of the smaller swim baits, as well as the Deps Frilled shad. And we see a restock in a bunch of key colors in Frilled shad. See how I transitioned that, Jeff? That was with no direction from you, by the way. All in here, Orion brain. So Frilled shad returns in a bunch of the key colors, including silver shad, golden shiner, the chartreuse. Jeff and I were actually throwing this around with the 4/0 yesterday. It's a super dope bait. I mean, you guys, if you aren't throwing this, but you throw skinny dippers or K-Tex or anything like that, you should definitely consider adding this to the arsenal. So the Frilled shad is designed really to go on a ball head. Looks amazing on the ball head. I know we've talked about the Frilled shad a lot, so I'm not going to wear you guys out too much. But on the 4/0 pile driver, this thing is just amazing in the water. You can fish it super fast, you can fish it slow, it vibrates really hard. You get the advantage of having that flash while you get all that great tail kick from it. Just a really dope presentation. So back in stock, the 4/0 pile driver and a lot of the colors in the Frilled shad. Actually, I think everything is back in stock this week from Deps and Zappu, so check those out. All right, while we are on Deps, big restock this week in slide swimmers, specifically the smaller sizes, 115, 145. These came back in a few weeks ago in a lot of the key colors. They sold out right away. This is probably the last big restock we are gonna see for the rest of the year. So if you guys missed out or you wanna just grab them while they're available, this would be a great time to get them. So Ketahasu, Butch Brown American Shad, return in the 145. All the key colors actually in the 145 are back. So if you guys missed out on anything, now is the time to grab. The 145 is just a great all-around size for, you know, you could use on almost anything, right? And this is the new version, so it's going to have that spring-loaded weight in the head. Let's see if I can actually get one out of the package. Of course, I picked the hardest one to get out of the package. Cut. So there you go. There's the 145. It's just a great all-around size. Very easy. It's going to have this really great tight movement to it in the water. Just a great all-around baitfish imitation, especially in the fall when they're feeding on full-size threadfin little gizzards. You can see just perfect size. Very easy to throw on any gear. So all the colors are back. If you guys have been waiting, great time to scoop those up. We also see return in some of the key carp colors in the 115 and 175. So flash carp returns in the 115, butch brown golden carp returns in the 175. So I know a lot of you guys love the carp patterns this time of the year, so if you've been waiting, definitely scoop those up from Deps. All right, also back in stock from Deps this week, we see a big restock and some new color additions in the Deps Brachiostick. So if you guys have been waiting for those to return, now is the time to scoop those up. Those all return. Super dope, big walking bait. It also has that spring-loaded weight in the head. So really cool bait. Those are all back in stock now from Deps. All right, Jeff. New color drop from Spro in their Bronzeye frog, and this is a color that I know you have been dying to get your hands on.
Okay.
You know, Spro offers a lot of colors.
They do.
Right?
A lot.
But, you know, a lot of us have just kind of been left out in the dark with no option when this color really is necessary. So, super stoked that finally orange juice is available. Aren't you? Are you feeling this, Jeff? Jeff, are you still there?
I'm going to assume that the underside is just white, so it doesn't look stupid.
No, so look, you know,
I'm looking.
A lot of people in the morning, they haven't figured out that Orion is the right thing to be drinking, right? And bass are kind of the same way. Like, some bass wake up and they're like, dude, we need some orange juice, right? So
it's not white underneath.
Here you go. You know what it looks like? It looks like a starburst or something. Well, it's kind of white. What is that? It's like gooey. So there you go. Orange juice Spros are available now.
Dude, I'm really glad they made that color.
Aren't you? Dude, feel it. I wonder if they all feel that way. It feels different.
Oh.
It feels weird.
That feels strange.
Let me see if the popping one feels like that too.
Is it the orange juice?
Oh, it feels like that too. Huh. It must be something in the color. How do I describe it? It feels like it's harder material.
It's a harder material.
Right? Are they all like that? Hold on. This is probably the worst Spro sales pitch of all time.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely a different feel. So it's got to have to do with that swirl in there. I don't know if it's going to have any effect on it, but here, feel the difference. This one's all soft and
yeah, this is what a
nice,
normal Spro
right?
frog. That one's hard.
And then this one's like, kind of a strange. So definitely, I mean, I just want to let you guys know, honestly, the first time I've opened them, I don't know why you would ever need this color, but I don't know, maybe somewhere, I want to live wherever you guys are living where you need this color frog. It's kind of like that flamingo color.
That's for like those ponds that get goldfish, and the goldfish flap on top of the water.
Yeah, I can see it.
When they're dying, you know.
I mean, I guess if I was building orange juice, would you have done black, yellow, and green legs?
No.
Like, I just don't even understand.
Juice? My orange juice doesn't have red in it.
This is more like
orange.
This is more like a cocktail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. This is like some kind of like tequila sunrise cocktail or something.
Oh.
So they were probably drinking Orion when they were making this color. So anyways, there you go. I know you guys have been dying to get orange juice out on the water. There you go. Breakfast frog now from Spro. Available in the Bronzeye and the pop-in frog. So no excuses now. The perfect morning color, Jeff.
I just want a French toast one now. It's like a brown.
That's a great idea. With some syrup.
Yeah,
like when you squeeze it, syrup comes out.
Dude,
that would be even better. That'd be so dope. I wonder if syrup works. All right, there you go, guys. Orange juice from Spro. Let's go back to drinking. So, Jeff, you left me alone during the butt plug episode.
No.
Did you watch the butt plug episode? Probably.
On the hub?
You probably don't watch anything.
I don't watch anything on the
make
hub.
if you don't produce it.
No.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You said butt
So there's
plug
a new
episode.
Sprog. Sprog? Oh my god, this episode is derailed. There's a new Spro frog. Sprog for short, obviously.
Yes, obviously.
Yeah, I said it. The Flappin' Frog from Spro. This is a new frog, Jeff. So you weren't here when this came out. So 3 colors that weren't previously offered. Albino, Killer Gill, and Green Tree. Pretty upset that there's no orange juice option in this, to be honest with you, right? All right, so check it, dude. This frog, yeah, you weren't here. This is while you were on your month-long journey with Hippie.
Oh.
So this is the new Flappin' Frog. So it's got these new, it basically buzzes on the top like a buzzbait.
Okay.
It's pretty dope,
Yeah,
right?
just a
It's
normal
made out of
frog.
like elasticy material,
Okay.
right? So it's very durable. But the sickest part of the whole thing for me is it has a butt plug in it. Oh, that one kind of came out weird. So each one comes with this plug. I mean, you tell me what that looks like. I mean, I know you're an expert in this.
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
So you can plug it.
Okay.
Isn't that fun? Here,
Give me some purpose.
do it.
Give me a purpose.
Other than fun?
Give me a good reason why.
So
Do you want to have a sinking frog?
you know, you can fill it up with water. I would say so you could put stuff in there. So you could
Stuff?
put stuff, weights, rattles, right? You could put things in there. This is elastic, so it's going to be kind of hard to like penetrate. Am I right?
Could you chill out with the wordplay?
So yeah, you put rattles or different things in there, and then you can plug it up with the plug. And the plug's included, which is dope. They don't put that on the package. They should. But, so, there you go. Buzzing action, high hookup percentage, floating thermoplastic body, Gamakatsu nano-coated double hook. Boom. Flappin' Frog 65. So there's the new colors. Killer Gill, Albino, which needs... Are you honestly yawning during my presentation?
I'm just tired of the nonsense.
What do you mean?
That's what's going on right now.
Dude, this is dope.
I'm glad I was not here for the original.
Oh, you missed out. So if you guys, dude, they literally sold out in like 3 seconds because everybody wants it. So there you go. 3 new colors available now from Spro. No orange juice though, but there you go. Grab them. All right, Jeff, let's fly through some restocks. You guys are going to see a bunch of restocks happening from Japan over the next few weeks, thank goodness, on a lot of key items I know you guys have been looking for. So let's jump in on OSP. OSP Daibuzzin heavy hitter returns in all the key colors, things like ghost minnow, real bluegill, on and on and on. The Daibuzzin heavy hitter is an amazing wake bait, has a great sound to it. It creates a beautiful wake in the water. It pushes a lot more water than like a Megabass wake bait. So 2 totally different approaches. Megabass is going to have just a very refined movement on top, great sound. This is going to give a big water push. So just a different offering, but all the key colors return in that. And we also see a huge restock this week in one of my favorite baits from OSP, especially on a free rig, chatterbait trailer. The OSP Dolive Stick returns in all the key colors. So things like bluegill, honey flash, wakasagis, right, crystal shads, all those return from OSP Japan. We also see a restock this week from Sunline Japan in the Defier D-Braid in the 13-pound. Now the way this is going to trickle back in is going to be in size specific. So when you see the size come back that you've been waiting on, definitely scoop it up. So if you guys have been waiting on the 13-pound, this would be a great time to get it while we have it. The Defier D braid is basically the only braid that I've been using now on my spinning. I love it. You can see that the design concept is that it has a solid kind of flat core to it and everything is wrapped around. The concept is that it is a slow sinking braid, but it is cored, so it eliminates majority of wind knots and line twists. So you can still find a way if you pay no attention and you do some dummy stuff, it will still get some wind knots, but I would say 99% of them have been eliminated with this. So just a great braid, very strong, so you can scoop that up. We also see a return this week from Sunline Japan of the Troutist Darkness. Now this is the trout specific, very low vis, kind of dark gray nylon line. A lot of you guys have been using it for standard BFS fishing, whether it's trout or bass or anything, but you can see it's got that kind of darkish gray blue, just a very high-end mono from Sunline, the Troutist Darkness. It returns in the 3-pound and the 5-pound this week.
No 3.5 pound on that?
No, that would be ridiculous. All right, new this week from Smith Japan while we're out on this Troutist kick. The Smith Japan D Contact arrives. So this is, now Smith, we've been talking about it. I know you guys are, getting up to speed with Smith quickly. Smith developed some amazing trout baits. They also developed some great bass stuff. So we'll start bringing in their bass stuff as well. But Smith is famous in Japan for their trout baits. The D Contact is Smith's version basically of like a great hunting style bait, or like a duo type bait, right? So it is a heavy sinking minnow type bait, has the hump, so it's going to have a lot of flash to it. It's going to sink down in current. So if you guys are fishing streams, rivers, that kind of stuff, I know you're always looking for, different options. So the D Contact should fit in great. I'll kind of spec it out for you guys. It is 50 millimeters, 4.5 grams, and available in a ton of colors. They are all made in Japan, which is great. So just another option now for us, BFS trout guys, the D Contact from Smith, available now. All right, big restock from Gan Craft Japan this week. We got a restock last week in the 3/8 and ½ ounce in the Killer's Bait overs. This week we see a big restock in the 5/8 and the 3/4 ounce size. So I know a lot of you guys love this 3/4 ounce size for deep structure fishing. The Killer's Bait over, as you know, is the unique spinner bait that's designed for heavy line, big fish, heavy cover. It's got a heavy gauge wire, but it's got a very unique shape and a unique blade set to it, so it can match the vibration, but still give you tons of power. So Killer's Bait over in the heavier sizes, back in stock. And we also see a big restock in the Jointed Claw 1/28 this week in all of the key colors. So I know a lot of you guys have been waiting. These are all made in Japan. All the great colors, including the matte finishes, all returned from Gan Craft. And then we see a restock in the limited run color as well in both the 148 and 178 size Jointed Claw. So if you guys missed out the last time on that, new fresh batch available now from Gan Craft Japan. And just to show that really quick, the limited color is called TS Smoke Bait. So I know we've shown it here before. This is one of those that we get small batches, they sell out, and then it's a while before they make a fresh batch again. But the smoke bait, super dope color. It's got the sparkle on top, fades to the smoke bottom. So definitely just a great all-around bait fish pattern. If you guys have been waiting on those, now is the time to scoop those up from Gan Craft. All right, while we are on swim baits, Jeff, I got one I know you're super stoked to finally have here in the shop. We haven't had this. This is going back OG, right up your lane.
Okay.
Swim bait.
I like OG stuff.
All right. This is the Optimum Baits.
So it is a classic.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
swim.
This is the original Optimum.
Big
Check it. 3.5 inch dialed, dude. The only one you need, Jeff. Put away those battle shads and those clashes. We've got the OG Optimum shads in stock now. Now, you're probably wondering why the fuck did we bring these in, aren't you?
Slightly.
Yeah, so check it.
I can't wait to hear this.
You know, Optimum Baits is a family-run business, hand pouring these things in California here in the USA. And we're just looking to support businesses that support us. So they've been doing a great job. The original Optimum Shad is just a great small profile shad swim bait. It's basically just looking for something easy for guys to be able to tie on and throw and wind. And it's got the internal harness, internal hook. They're cheap, right? So, you know, we've just been getting some requests for some more shad style baits. So why not? We brought them in. So available in all the colors, 3.5 inch. Like I said, they're only a few bucks. So could be a good addition for you if you guys are looking for a cheap alternative for the kids to throw, right? Maybe you don't want them to screw up all your JDM expensive stuff. So you could get them on something like this. It's going to swim just great in the water. So cute little dude. You can add to the arsenal, Jeff?
You know what's so funny?
What?
I've owned one of those a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I fished it.
Yeah.
It's a dope little swim bait. I fished it for spotted bay bass.
Dude, spotties would destroy this thing.
And they ate the dog piss out of it.
Yeah.
So
it's a cool little swim bait. As they get bigger, they get a little crazy. But I think the small one is just a cool one to have around. Like I said, it's nothing fancy. It's been around for a long time. But they're all made here in the USA. The colors are great. So it's worth a shot. Maybe give it a look. Well, we're on Optimum, a bait that me and Griff both love that definitely gets underplayed. This is a very underutilized bait, and I think a lot because it's from Optimum. Optimum kind of gets overshadowed a lot. So we're going to bring them to life in the store on the baits that are super dope. This is the Optimum Baits Victory Tail. Now, it's available in a 3-inch and a 5-inch size. Now, this is a very unique bait. There's a lot of different things you can do with this. So Griff and I have actually been talking about this bait quite a bit. We're gonna even do some custom colors in it because Griff throws the shit out of this thing. What the Victory Tail is, it's kind of a cross between a swim bait and a fluke, right? So you can see it's got this big kind of forked tail in the back. And it's got this kind of swim baitish body. Now, you can do a lot of different things with it. You can rig it on that little Bredy hook that we showed you in the beginning. You can put it on a little ball head. Most guys drop shot with this, okay? So it's a great little drop shot bait just because it's different. It gives you a different look under the water, but it's an amazing float and fly bait in the small one as well. So I know we're coming into winter. The fish get really picky. You know, you can rig this on a little ball head. You can rig this on a hover shot. It's an amazing kind of hover shot rigged bait on the float and fly. So definitely worth keeping on your radar. I know it's probably not been on the radar, but again, they're all hand poured here in the USA. There's some great colors. The 5-inch size is a great one for throwing on a drop shot. You can work it like a fluke. You can fish it on a Texas rig. So a lot of different things you can do with the 5-inch size. And again, it's available in all the normal Optimum colors. So definitely take a look at them, right? Give them a look. Maybe out in the arsenal. They're inexpensive, but I think you guys will really dig the Victory Tail from Optimum. All right, new this week from Lucky Craft, we see an expansion in their live color series into the Pointer 78. So the live color series are new additions like live striped shad, live purple chartreuse wakasagi, live North Lake wakasagi, right? Just trying to get a little more aggressive in their color styling. These colors have been in the Pointer 100 and the Pointer 65, and now we see the addition of the 78. So I know a lot of you guys love the Pointer 78 just because it's a nice, pretty much silent jerkbait that's not overly intrusive in the water. It's 3 inches, 3/8 ounce, so it's easy to throw on spinning or casting gear. But it's great to see some new color additions from Lucky Craft. So if you've been waiting for that, definitely scoop those up. New this week from Lucky Craft. All right, big restock from Decoy this week in both the shot rig worm, which is our go-to nose hook. So size 1, size 2, fully back in stock. We also see a big restock in the switch head and the switch bomb. So last week, the Ryugi versions of these came. This week, the Decoys are back. So the switch head and the switch bomb is basically the pivot head concept from Decoy. They basically, you know, take their footballish shaped pivot head here, and it has the ability, you can pull this out, you can add your own hook, it snaps back in, right? So super easy. You can add any size hook you want, or you can buy it with the hook already attached, which is great. So you can kind of mix and match any size, any, you know, hook that you want. So from Decoy, the switch bomb, switch head, both back in stock. All right, and then some important restocks from Megabass Japan this week. So I'm gonna fly through some of these with you guys. Deep X 300 returns in a lot of the key Japan colors and a lot of the key core US colors. So colors like Fire Craw, Biwako Clear Gill, Biwako Blue, all of those return back in stock this week in the Deep X 300. We also see a return in the SB colors in both the Deep Six and the 110 Silent. Now, this would be SB OB Shad and SB Shadow Craw. Now, I talk about these SB colors a lot. Anytime you see that SB, it's gonna be an interesting color. So here's the SB OB Shad. So as you can see, it's a fully transparent color with this beautiful kind of bronzish brown back to it. But when it flashes, it hits you with this basically invisible orange. So as it flashes, you get kind of that orange belly without it actually being a solid orange belly, right? So it's just a really interesting color. It's a great color for clear water to just show them something like, oh my gosh, right? That little flash. Jeff and I were fishing yesterday, and it's shocking how much, like, you know, you look at the gizzard shad, and tons of gizzard shad out here now, right? And majority of them are white, and every once in a while you see a school and they've got like this orange hit to it, and you see them, it's like, what the fuck are the goldfish? But they're gizzards, right? So a lot of fish in nature have that kind of orange hit. So that's just a great all-around jerkbait color. SB Shadow Crawl, same idea. So it's a fully transparent body, basically the same color body as the SB OG Shad, but they've added some little crawl markings. They've added some kind of red flake and a little red hit on the eye, but then same idea. As it moves, you're gonna get just that little hit of orange on there. So it's just giving you all that kind of nice transparent look, but with just that little orange crawl color. So back in stock from Megabass Japan, both the SB colors. Okay, and while we're on jerkbaits, we see a restock in some of the key colors this week in the Ito Vision 110, specifically Matte Shad and Ito Wakasagi return. Now, the majority of core colors are all back in stock, as well as a handful of Japan colors. Matte Shad, obviously a no-brainer. Ito Wakasagi is still a newer one. This is one of our favorite Wakasagis. You know, HT Ito Wakasagi has been out for ages. Ito Wakasagi just kind of takes those same colors and flips them around. So it's a half transparent, right? So you get the clear back, you know, the clear kind of greenish brown scale back, clear shoulder, and then you get that half transparent kind of shiny hit on the bottom with that kind of distinct lateral line. So just a very natural, just a great all-around color. So those return. We also see +1s return in all the key colors, including GP Stain Reaction OB, which has become our best-selling color. So all of those return this week as well. We also see a big restock this week in Ito Shiner. So all the key colors, again, Matte Shad returns, GLX Galaxy Shiner, which we've talked about a lot here, which is our favorite bluegill pattern in the line. All those are back in stock this week from Megabass. All right, we also see a big restock in the white python color this week. So all the baits return in white python. So I Loud, the great wake bait, back in stock. Pop Max is back. Pop X is back. Even I-Wing is back. So if you guys are fans of the white python color, and who's not a fan? It's basically a white pearl with some very faint kind of black scale patterns and some crackle to it. Just a great all-around color. Everything returns this week from Megabass. All right, big soft goods restock week from Megabass Japan. So we see a return, big return in the Megabass Rapid Bag. Now the Rapid Bag is the hip pack slash sling pack from Megabass, available in a black and a camo, so you can go either way. It does have compression strap on the bottom, so you could store a rain jacket or, you know, water bottle or anything on the bottom. It's got lots of little rings on there to attach tools. It's got a nice big inside padded compartment, so it's padded so you can wear it anywhere you want and be comfortable. It's got some inside pockets for easy organization of hooks and weights. It does have an internal zip pocket as well, and then it's big enough that you can store, you know, probably about 3 lunch boxes or so inside. So just a great all-around hip pack. The Rapid Bag returns. We also see a return in all of the clear pouches. So all these return, all the sizes, the small, the medium, and the large. Get that sticker off of there and turn it right side up. Where were you, Jeff? Are you sleeping?
I was letting you crumble.
Okay, thanks. I feel like I've been doing that this whole fucking day. All right, there you go. Clear pouches are back in all the sizes. And then we also see a return in all the colors of the multi-inner case. So the green camo, the black, the orange camo, everything returns this week. So if you guys have been waiting on these to return, this is just a great one for storing tools, organizing soft plastics. You can put lunch boxes in there. So all the key colors from Megabass return. All right, new rods from Shimano this week, Jeff. I know you've been excited for this one.
It starts with an N, right?
Oh, a C. It's even better than those N ones. This is the Shimano Corrado line of rods. So, Brand new this year, a fully redesigned rod line from Shimano in the Corrado line. You see that green hit? It reminds me of like an Avengers or something. What is that? What is the green superhero? Is it like, what's the green superhero?
The Hulk?
Is it the Hulk?
The Green Lantern?
It has green? Is it the Green Lantern? The Joker? I don't know. My kids
It
will
reminds me
probably be
of a
embarrassed.
Corrado.
It does very
old
much
school
look like that
Corrado.
old school green Corrado. So there you go. It has a CI4 reel seat. They are calling it High Power X rod construction, which is basically like Spiral X, but different. It's High Power X instead of Spiral X. Makes sense, Jeff?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Says it does all the same stuff. So they literally just landed, so we haven't really had a chance to test them. They're definitely a little heavier than something like a Zodius, but still overall pretty light. Here, take a feel. They're available in spinning and casting. So nice clean lines, very aggressive styled. They have Corrado etched in the back foam piece back there. So I think they did a pretty good job. So the casting are available in traditional like jig and worm. They're also available in a glass. So like this is a 7-foot medium, glass composite. So like a good square bill rod. Jeff's holding, that's a 7.2 medium jig rod. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. They basically took the actions and the tapers from Zodius. Here's a glass. Give that a look. So they took the action, the tapers from Zodius and X-Bride, just basically moved them down into the Corrado line at basically like that $130 to $150 price point. So, good bang for the buck. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for these to arrive. So brand new from Shimano, the Corrado series, in stock now. All right, and finally, back in stock from Daiwa, Japan, one of my favorite reels that I have been using over the last year, the Daiwa Steez Air T-Wing returns. So we see the return in both gear ratios of 6.8 to 1 as well as a 9.1 to 1. We see a return in the righty and the lefty. The Steez Air is the small BFS bait casting reel from Daiwa. These things are unbelievable. So they cast so butter smooth, literally effortless. In fact, the less effort you give, the better it performs, which is perfect for me, right? So if you overpower it, you're gonna screw it up. You literally just flick your wrist and the reel does all the work for you. It's amazingly compact. It fits in your hand great. It fits on all the key BFS rods that we talk about in here all the time. The Destroyer P5 Pop X stick, the Cliffhangers, the Evolutions, Trizaellos, the Smiths, on and on and on. It's just the perfect fitting and pairing for those. You can super spec it out if you want. So again, it's 135 grams, so super lightweight. 12 ball bearings plus 2 extra CRBBs, so for a total of 14. 3.5, what am I even saying? It's just dope. Who cares about the specs? Just put it on the reel, use it. You will love it. Everybody that's purchased one has purchased additional ones because they're super dope. So if you guys have been waiting, it's been a while since these have been in stock. The Steez Air T-Wings, righties and lefties, return from Japan. Boom. Another segment I nailed.
You couldn't end on a high note.
I ended the way I started.
Perfect.
Well, Jeff, I think I pretty much nailed that
Absolutely.
episode.
One of our best ones.
Yeah, ever.
No doubt.
So, cheers, my friends. Let this be a lesson to us to never fish late into the evening before we film an episode.
And have your truck break down at a mob pizza for an hour.
I don't know what you're talking about. Thank God you were there. Guys, as always, if you have questions on anything we covered, please drop it down below in the comments and I will get to it. Jeff will leave links to all the products. If you want to check any of them out closer, we would love you to. And until next time, guys, thank you so much for the support. Thank you for the business. And we will be super stoked to see you again next week, won't we, Jeff?
Absolutely.
Cheers, my friends. Happy Sunday. Thank you for drinking with me, hanging out with me, laughing at Jeff's nonsense. Boom. Till next time, guys. Peace out.